Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. Today is Thursday, Thankful Thursday. I hope everybody is ready to get this day started. I hope you had a great day yesterday. I hope that it was the morning show was enough for you. I just want to know, what did you groom others yesterday? That was the fearless thought of the day, to groom others. We talked about the lion, female lions growing each other, their necks in them, in the back of their heads, because they can't see, the other one can't see that, and you're supposed to help take care of each other, because when you help those around you. That's what it's all about. So did you guys groom somebody yesterday? Did you share some information? Did you have the courage to make a difference? That's what we talked about on Wednesday. Looking back at my notes, yeah. So let me know how you guys are doing, how you liking the show. I'm going to add, hold on one second. But don't forget, we still have the Be Fearless bracelets and the bracelets and the earring and necklace set on sale on the website. It's bafearless.com. I will post that link for you in just a second. So if you would like to grab a Be Fearless set for your loved one, that would be great. You have time enough to order in time for Valentine's Day. And I want to thank everybody for joining the Fearless Morning Show. Waiting on my fearless co-host to join us. I am sending her an invite right now. So how have you guys been liking the show? What do you like? What do you want us to add, not add, take away? Are there more topics you want us to include? Let us know so we can make sure that we are doing that for you. For the pen. I'm adding my fearless co-host this morning. That's all. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning. I was trying my best to get in. I don't know what was going on this morning. I was like, uh-oh, did she cancel the show?
Nope. I'm here, although my throat and my voice wish that I would stop talking. Ain't nobody got time for that today.
Right, exactly. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having financial and life conversations all day long. Let me say that again. We're having confessions and conversation about your life and finances all day long.
All day long, dog.
Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday, guys. What are you thankful for? So we're going to go ahead and get started with our quote for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please share the video for those of you who are joining in with us. The quote for today is, "What you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want." That's by Albert Einstein. What? Let me say that again, right?
Yes.
What you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. Think about it.
I like that.
Yes. Why did we go to college? Because we thought we wanted that life, right? Let me backtrack a little bit. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me. Me and my cousin, when we were small, we was like, oh, when we turn 16, we gonna get our own place, right? We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Lo and behold, life hits you. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute, back up. That's not what I was asking for. So that's why we love this quote this morning. What you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. Because what you used to want may not be the same thing that you want today. So we're here today to ask you, yes, of course, be thankful for where you are. But now, what do you want next?
Doggone, I love that thing. That's by Albert Einstein.
Yes.
I'm going to have to post that in the comments. My Lord, I love that quote.
Yes, Einstein is the man. What you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. Good morning, Trenda. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So we'll go ahead and get started with our financial confession and conversation this morning. And the question I want to ask you, I try to ask you a question every morning to help you reflect. And this is Thankful Thursday. So be grateful for everything that you have. But the question I want to ask you this morning is, are you committed to success? Or do you just like the idea of being successful? Right? And you know, we talk about our finances over here all the time, but this question you can ask yourself in every area of your life. Are you committed? Right? Are you committed to this idea of success? I know we all say, oh, yes, I want that. I want the American dream. I want this. I want that. But are you truly committed to that? Oh, I want to lose 20 pounds, but are you committed to that? Right? Oh, I want to go back to school, but are you committed to that? Because there are things that you have to put in place to get to that next. So think about your finances. Are you committed to financial success, or you just like the idea? And if you just like the idea, simply own that, be truthful to yourself, and go on about your business. But if you are committed to the idea of success, then there are some things that you need to do. Right? I didn't say some things Lynn needs to do. I didn't say there are some things that JoJo needs to do. I said there are some things that you, yes, you need to do. Yep. So what are those things that you need to do? First and foremost, let me just say this. We have to stop conforming and start performing. Did you catch that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Be ye transformed, right? By the renewing of the mind is what the word teaches us, not conformed, right?
Yes.
You got to stop conforming and start performing. So when we say start performing, Lynn, what do you mean? I'm glad you asked. Because when we talk about performing, we talk about doing things differently, guys. What are those things that you can now do differently from what you've always done? Am I committed to success, or is that just an idea? Great question. Most people are committed to the idea, right? They're not committed to taking the action. They're not committed to doing that thing that's going to get them to their next. See, guys, I'm Lynn Dimmons, the financial rebound coach, and I train women about investing. How do you invest in the 4 asset classes so that you can now build generational wealth? See, that's what I do. I'm committed to this thing. That's why we get on here every morning. JoJo is committed to her mission, right? To help you live past crazy. We get on here every morning and we talk about these things and we put the action steps behind that. And you can see that we are truly committed to our success. But are you committed to your success? What are the things that you're doing every day? See, you have to do something daily to get to your next, because that's what helps you to keep that dream alive that you're working towards, right? Not just simply sitting there dreaming, but actually taking the next step to get to, right? That thing that you envision for your life, for your future. So when we talk about stop conforming and start performing, there's essentially 3 things you got to do. First thing you got to do is decide that, yes, I am going to do this thing. I'm going to take the action, and this is what I need for my life to look like. So you got to make a decision, guys. And oftentimes, if we go back to that quote from this morning, what you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. See, you now got to decide, what are the things I want now? See, I got all of those things that I used to want. I got the college degree. I got the house. I got the husband. I got the kids. Those are all the things that I used to want, right? So now what are the things that I want now? Do I want to stay in the same place, or am I committed, right, to my success of moving forward? See, that's what we're talking about this morning, guys. So I'm now committed to building generational wealth for my family, but not only for my family, right, but also training others so it can get back to the community so that we all grow up. See, it's not about my individual success, guys, because we all have areas in which we can do better. And it's as simple as that, but we have to put in the work. So first you must decide to do that. What is that thing that you're committed to? You need to make a decision to do that. The second thing I say to you, you have to identify for yourself, what is your one thing? Why? Because if we start working on too many things at one time, what tends to happen? Good morning, Charlene. Thank you so much for joining. What tends to happen? We can't be focused, right? We're all over the place trying to do all those things. It's just like you walking down the sidewalk, being on your smartphone, trying to respond to somebody on Facebook, and then your friend right here next to you having a conversation. How much of any of that did you really process? Did you really get? See, that's why I'm asking you guys, are you committed to your success, or do you simply like the idea? Many of us guys, we're in that space where we like the idea of it. It looks good. It looks pretty to us, but we're not ready to do the work. If you're ready to do the work, this is what we're talking about. How do you move to your next? So when we talk about our financial situations, we say you have to decide what it is you want to focus on, identify what your one thing is, and then you have to determine what's the best next step for you. Because the best next step that I took, the best next step that JoJo took, may not be the best next step for you. So you have to identify where you are so that you can determine what's next for you. What's that next step you're going to take? And we can give you all the strategy in the world, and we're committed to doing that. We provide the strategy that you need to get to your next in your life and your finances, but you got to determine, guys, for your situation and your circumstances, how can I make this fit? Because 60% of this, you can get all the information that you want. 60% of this is you doing the work. I call it the homework, right? You come here, you join in on these videos. This is class, right? We're getting you the information, but until you go home and do the homework for you, look at your individual financial situations and put these practical steps into action, nothing is going to change. Okay, so as we move forward, make sure you stop conforming and start performing. What are the things that you need to be doing? So what are those unhealthy beliefs that's holding us back? Because we all have some unhealthy beliefs that are holding us back. Things that were taught to us. And one of the things that comes to mind immediately, hello, Miss Emily, guys. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Miss Margaret, I saw that you joined too. Thank you guys so much for joining. Also, please don't forget to share this in the community because it's information we definitely need as we all grow together. So what are those unhealthy beliefs that we need to get rid of, right? One that comes to front of mind for me and that people misquote is money is the root of all evil, which is not true. You read it correctly. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. So having money is not evil, right? That's something that we've been taught, that's ingrained within us. It's cultural, if you will, right? The love of money is the root of all evil. Why do I say that, guys? Because you have to have money in order to be able to do things. You have to have money in order to be able to build the kingdom. You have to have money in order to help the homeless. You have to have money to be able to do whatever it is that you are looking to do. What are you willing to support? Yes, it's the love. That's what the word tells us. Oh, no man anything except love. Yes, it is, right? That's what we're called to do. Yes. Am I committed, or just like the idea? Thoughtful question. Yes, ma'am, it is. It is. Are you committed to your financial success, or do you simply like the idea of that? So as we move forward, guys, and we talk about this, I want to share with you some investment information that you can use to now go to your next. Since we're talking about being committed to our financial success, there's some things we need to learn, right? Yes, absolutely. Money is a tool that we need. That's the number one word, tool, T-O-O-L, that four-letter word, right? It is a tool that we need to be able to make the changes that we can within the greater world, within our space, right? So in looking at that, what I want to do is to kiss it this morning. And when I say kiss it, I'm going to keep it short and simple. All right? And we're talking about the 4 different areas that essentially we train women in as far as their investment education. There are 4 asset classes of investment. So you may want to write this down. The 4 asset classes of investing. And why are we talking about investing? Because, of course, that's what we do at Demons Enterprise. But the thing is, guys, you have to learn how to make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. Even if you don't do that with us, right? You have to figure out whether it's educating yourself or getting in a community that's going to help you get to your next. You have to figure out what that looks like for you. So what are those 4 asset classes? If for those of you who are committed to your financial success, what are some of those areas we need to be thinking about? And we all have heard about the first asset classes around stocks, or you also hear it called equities, right? That's what we normally hear about. We hear about the stock market all the time, and mutual funds. All of those things fall into that category. The other asset classes are Forex. Forex is foreign exchange currencies. So those are the different currencies out there that you have an opportunity to make money in, right? That's a cash flow opportunity, and we'll talk about what that means as well, okay? So you have your stocks, you have Forex, which is also known as your commodity, your futures, which are also known as your commodities. You have Forex, and then you have options. And that's when people talk about paper trading. See, guys, investing is a skill that we can learn. The challenge is no one has ever taught it, nor have we taught us, nor have we taken it upon ourselves to get the knowledge that we need so that we can now invest properly. See, those are different opportunities, and there are opportunities to build either short-term wealth or long-term, right? What do I mean by that? Short-term, there's an opportunity to build cash flow where you can actually make money inside of investing on a regular basis, like a paycheck. Like you can pull your money out on a bi-weekly or a monthly basis, depending upon the skill sets that you've now developed to be able to grow your money. And then in long-term investing, I'm talking more about how are you preparing for retirement, right? How are you now investing in what we call your self-directed IRA? Because we talked about that self-directed IRA that you can now grow your money in, right? The government does it all day long. Of course they do. They've written the rules to this money game. They know how to play it. They are doing it all day long. You have to learn, get the investment education that you need so you can get to your next. Yes, ma'am, I'm just saying, right? So we have to get rid of those unhealthy beliefs and start looking at what investing can give us. So when we think about it, guys, when we talk about building generational wealth and we're looking at our retirement plans, our self-directed 401k plans, you know that's an option for you. And inside of your self-directed 401k plan, what I want your goal to be, just to get started, is just to grow by 1% every month. If you grow by 1% every month, this is for your retirement, that's 12% growth over the year, right? And that's an easy opportunity. If you know about compound interest, guys, you will definitely see your money grow. Within 7 years, you'll double your money each time, and sometimes even quicker, all right? So there are different opportunities for us now to make our money, keep our money, and grow our money. We just have to understand and learn what those investment vehicles are that will allow us to do that thing. So the beauty of this too, guys, that I want you to catch. We talked yesterday about the fact that what goes up must come down. What I need you to understand too about your investing, when the stock market goes up, that's good, right? Of course it's good. You're making money. You can see that you're making money. But when the stock market goes down, that's even better. Why is that better? Right? We've been taught, oh my gosh, I need to get scared. The stock market's going down. I'm losing money. But the reason I say when the stock market is going down, it's better for us. It's better if you have the skills to identify what we call those wonderful businesses that are now on sale. And I say it all the time. It's like getting a $20 bill for $10. We get it for half off. Or going to Macy's or Belk's or whomever, right? When they have those sales, guys, you understand a sale at the store, right? You understand the fact that you can go in there and get things for 50% off or even greater. That's the same concept that we now need to translate into our investing. So how do we identify these wonderful business, these wonderful buying opportunities now inside of investment vehicles that we can now get to our next. See, we haven't been educated to do that. We don't even know the things to look for. We don't know the indicators. All we know is what they're telling us on the news. We're watching CNBC, or we're watching MSNBC, or we're watching CNN, and they're all, guys, the information that they're sharing with us is for them to get ratings. And I need you to catch that. It's for them to get ratings, for them to get a reaction from the audience that's responding to them. See, what we have to do now is pull back, right? Pull back from all of that and take a true look into what are the true investment opportunities that are available to us. Guys, it took me some time to catch this because I was in that same place, because every time I saw something happen on the news, I reacted just like everyone else. I react just like everyone else. But I also want to say this to you. Do you know when the greatest transfer of wealth happens in this country or anywhere in general? The greatest transfer of wealth happens when the stock market goes down. Why? Because the masses become afraid and they start to sell. The masses become afraid of what's happening. They become afraid of losing and they start to sell, as opposed to what we should be doing is positioning ourselves to now buy when those things go awry. See, guys, we got to change the way we're thinking. We got to know what we're looking for. And that's why I provide the investment education that I do. See, I don't share with you what you need to be investing in, but what I do share with you are the things you need to be looking out for so you can now practice and do what you need to do to build generational wealth, if that is your goal, to generate cash flow, if that's your goal, to increase your retirement fund, if that is your goal. See, what you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. What do you want now? Right?
A lot more.
So, right, exactly. So what are those things that you're willing to do? Right? Are you committed to your financial success, or do you simply like the idea of financial success? If you want more information, guys, about learning how to invest, you can go out there, like Danielle says, go out to your Uncle Google. Don't take my word for it. Go out to your Uncle Google and start looking this stuff up. Start doing the research for yourself, right? So that you can see. Don't say, Lynn told me this. Lynn said this. Know for yourself. Do your own research. That's what I'm telling you to do. And find a community of like-minded individuals and join that community so you can now move to your next level. Whether you join in with my community or not, that's what you need to do. If you'll go over to bit.ly/WW Invest, it's Women Who Invest, you can find more information there. I implore you guys, this is going to be a great opportunity. Get the investment education that you need, right? So that you can make those choices. The power is in your hands. Are you giving your power away? Are you giving your power away because you're doing what somebody else told you to do inside your 401k at work and you have no idea what's going on? Are you doing what someone else told you, or are you simply just turning a blind eye to all of this? Because you're not in the game. So you have no clue. So I say to you guys, get the investment education so that you can move to the next level. Thank you, Miss Emily, for your trust. Absolutely. And Charlene shares that I'm studying to get security license to help people invest and get into the markets and set up retirement. Yes, invest. Invest is definitely what you need to be doing. Absolutely, Charlene. We need more women in this area that are training, that are supporting, that are trustworthy, that are honest, that don't have anything in it, right, to get out of your investments. So guys, I'm just training you on what are those things you need to be looking out for as you move forward to invest. So take it upon yourself. Take ownership of your life, because it is your life, right? and it's your opportunity to move to your next. So I want to thank you so much for joining for the financial confession and conversation this morning. And I'm going to turn it over to my fearless co-host, Miss JoJo.
Thank you, Lynn. Let me tell y'all, Lynn be giving such great information. I be steady writing. And then one thing, Lynn, is a lot of people get caught up when they start this process is that it sounds good for me to say it to somebody else.
Yes.
Right. And so if we're talking and I can say, oh, girl, yeah, I'm getting my money together. I'm doing it because I've learned the terminology to say now. And so now you're talking it, but you're not doing it. And so a lot of people like how they sound when they tell somebody else about it, but they're not actually doing the work. And you got to do the work. You got to put some actions, behind it. Because what you're going to find is it's stressing you out because you telling a lie to somebody and then your money's still crazy. So then you stressed out. Then you got two stresses for no reason.
None.
No reason at all. All right, Lynn, tell us the quote one more time. And I tried to find it, but I'm going to have to look for it because I want to put it in here. I love this quote.
Yes, the quote for the day is what you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. And that's by Einstein.
I love that. Oh, I love that quote. I'm going to have to put that somewhere.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
All right, guys. So on this Thankful Thursday for your fearless thought of the day, I want you to be thankful and value yourself as a strong woman or man because you have made it this far. And just when you thought, you couldn't make it, that the struggle was all the way real and that anything else, you surely would pass out and die. Because I've been there. I was like, Lord, like for real, I'm going to die today if you put anything else on me. But you are far stronger than you think. So today I want you to be thankful that you are a strong person, woman or man, that you are stronger than you think. Good morning to Shayna. So guys, remember when you started on this journey yesterday, so I've been reading a lot about the lioness and y'all may hear me tell stories to relate it. So yesterday we talked about grooming each other, how the lioness grooms each other's necks in the back of their head because they can't see that. And so yesterday I charged you guys with going out to groom somebody else. Now that you have this information, you need to share it with somebody else. So today I want you to pay attention that the lioness sometimes whispers before she roars. So in the beginning, she's just starting out and she's speaking softly. And so as you're starting out on this journey to live past crazy in your life and your finances, you may be whispering, okay, Lynn, okay, JoJo, I got it. And you're getting your foundation steps. But the more you go, the stronger you're going to become and the stronger your voice is going to become. Till ultimately you're going to be able to roar, meaning you're going to be able to do the things that you set out to do. I think last week, Lynn, you told us to do that was in our class, the financial vision boards, right? So
yes,
that's our whispering part. Because in a minute, now that we have our vision boards and we can see that, then we're going to be able to live in what we see. So just be okay with the fact today that you may be whispering, and soon you will be roaring with your new life past crazy in your life and your finances. And now that you are whispering, again, you're still grooming others. You're stronger than you think. So you're charged with sharing this information as you go. And so that now when you're able to roar and do what you need to do, you can definitely share it with somebody else. Thank you, Tashana. And this thing has just taken on a mind of its own. I absolutely love it. Yes. Of course, I'm a nerd, but you learn science stuff all the time. Yeah, I have my vision board, but one thing Leah shared with us in her class was to have one for your finances. Like I have a financial section on my vision board, but I didn't have one solely dedicated to my finances. And I was like, what? Let me go change my life with this right fast. So guys, on this Thankful Thursday, I want you to value who you are. You are stronger than you think. You're a strong woman. You're a strong man. And you can truly do whatever you set your mind to do. You've got to be committed. You got to be honest with yourself. And you got to be consistent to make those things happen. So today you may be whispering. And it may take you a minute to build your voice, to build your strength, to get past the crazy in your life and your finances. But eventually, you will be able to roar, and you will be able to look back and be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I was doing all that. Good morning, Sandra. So today, guys, be that lioness. Know that just because you're whispering today, because we all start as a whisper, doesn't mean you won't roar very soon. Yesterday, I told you guys to help groom each other. Now that you have this information, share this information, share the video, and share it with somebody else. Charlene on here saying she's going to go get her license so that she can help women invest. And you got to do that. If you know, then you got to share. You got to do better. Yes, so man, yes, ma'am. And if you can think, because here's the thing, this is what I want you to think about today. How many times, and I'm so guilty of this when I left my abuser, how many times I said, God, JoJo, that was just stupid. And then I stayed in that thought all day long. Or I can't believe you made that decision, and I stayed in that bad space for weeks or all day long. Or I can't believe I'm having trouble with my car. And what you think and what you focus on will manifest. So if I'm focused on my car ain't no good, it's breaking down, that's what's going to happen. If I'm focused on making bad mistakes instead of forgiving myself and moving on, that's what's going to continue to happen. So whatever is in your mind is truly going to be what you act out, because your mind is going to do whatever you tell it to do. Okay? Because again, it's not as smart. Your brain is really not as smart as you think it. It'll do whatever you tell it to do. So if it says, oh, JoJo, you tell it we're having a bad day today, then we're going to have a bad day today. So whatever your thoughts are, whatever you're focusing on is what you're going to live at, what your actions are going to be. And here's my biggest pet peeve is people say, I'm not a complainer. I don't like to complain. But the first 25 minutes of your conversation is, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no food. I ain't got no job. I don't make enough money. The people that work here. If the first 20 minutes, 15 minutes of your conversation is negative, then your actions, right, Lynn? Your actions are going to follow that. Because you said that, that's all you're going to see every day. I want you to do this exercise today. Whatever car you drive. So I have a Nissan Sentra. So when I first bought the car, I never seen the cars. When I bought the Nissan Sentra, every car I saw was a Nissan Sentra. So whatever you focus on, you will see. So today, I want just do a small thing. Focus on people in red sweaters. Focus on people who have the same car that you have on. I promise you, it will pop up everywhere you look. You will be amazed, and then you'll know the power of your mind, just how strong it can be, because it will show you that, look, purple. Good minds think alike. Right. You'll be surprised, y'all, what your mind will open up to. It's not open up to things because you're so focused on the negative, so it can't possibly show you the positive because you're telling it to focus on the negative. So today, focus on one thing, whether it's your car, people in the same sweater, the same clothes, people that say the same words that you say. I promise you'll be like, oh, where these people come from? They've been there the whole time. You just were not focused on them. So pay attention to that. I promise when you come back tomorrow, tell me how that goes, because I promise you're going to be amazed. Like when I had one of those little PT Cruiser cars, saw them everywhere. And the same thing, your mind will show you what you focus on. All right, guys, that's my fearless thought of the day. Be encouraged that you are a strong man or woman today. And remember that you may start out as a whisper, but you will roar to do the things that you never thought you're going to do. Focusing on the parking lot. Hey, and one, you can force your mind to do, that's a whole nerdy thing later. That you can focus, you can force your mind to do whatever you want it to do. It's truly amazing. And once you realize that, your life will not be the same again. Yeah. Hey, make you a vision board, Miss Emily. And here's my thing. And Lynn, I don't know how you do yours. So my vision board is in my bedroom so I can see it as soon as I wake up. I know a lot of people cover their entire board with all kinds of stuff. I don't do that. I think I got maybe 10 pictures on there or quotes or sayings so that I don't overwhelm myself, because if the entire board is full, what am I focusing on? Because now I got to look at it and stare at it and figure out what's here, what's there. Mine is very, they're strategically placed. I have 10 or 12 things that I want to think about, and that's what I have on mine. You can do yours however you please, but for me, that has worked. Because if I'm crazy now with a whole lot of thoughts, what you think a crazy vision board gonna do? It's gonna add to that mix, right? So I keep mine very clean. I think I have like 10 or 12 things on there. I look at it. It's enough so that when I'm getting up in the morning, my eyes come to focus. I can see what I need to see. Or if I'm getting dressed by the closet, it's right there and I can see what I need to see. So good luck on that vision board, Miss Emily. I'm sure you'll come on here tomorrow and share with us your vision board story and what you did. All right, guys, that's it for the Fearless Morning Show for this thankful Thursday. We thank you guys for joining. Please make sure you share the video with somebody that needs to hear this information. Yep, you will be all over the place, Charlene. That's what I learned. Like, that's just way, way too much. And my children have vision boards. Everybody in the household has one. So it's not just for me. It's whatever you want to focus on. So we sit down as a family in the middle of the living room and do our vision boards. Usually by the second week of January, they done. I try to do them in December, but second week of January. And it doesn't matter what month you start as long as you get started. So don't get hung up on that. No, I'm not starting where you're not supposed to start with everybody else, because you're your own person. You start when and where you're supposed to start. So be okay with that. So, all right, guys, make sure you share the video. Anything you want to add, Lynn, before we close out?
Nope, God. Just remember, what you have become is the price you paid to get what you used to want. And ask yourself, are you truly committed to your success, or do you just like the idea of being successful? Mm-hmm. That's it. Thank you guys for joining in today. And we'll be looking for you tomorrow. Make sure you share this video. And Charlene, I need to touch base with you guys. We need to do an investment scope together. Scope. Facebook Live, whatever you want to call it. We can scope it, we can live it, we can do whatever. As long as we get to the right people. Yes. Right. So we'll touch base real soon. All right. Hope that's okay with you, Charlene. All right, guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to go check me out over at my website, demmonsenterprise.com. Build your financial foundation. There's some free resources over there. So go get it. Start reading. Educate yourself. Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great day. Be thankful on this Thursday. Remember to share some information today. Don't be an information hoarder. Share it. Do not keep it to yourself. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you bright and early in the morning. Have a good one.
Signing off.